see. You know what I miss most? The old man said softly as he slid into his usual booth at Rosie's diner. Someone remembering how I take my coffee. Mara Brennan paused mid-step, coffee pot in hand. She'd worked at the diner for 6 years, ever since her mum's medical bills ended her college dreams. In that time, she had learned that people rarely say what they truly mean. 2 sugars, no cream, she said gently, filling his cup. And you always fold the sports section first. Even though you read the obituaries, Walter Finch looked up, stunned. His pale blue eyes shimmered. You noticed. Everyone deserves to be noticed, Mr. Finch. From that morning on, Walter became part of Mara's daily rhythm. At exactly 7:15 a.m., he'd walk in cardigan, slightly oversized. Shoes polished, posture proud, despite his age. He ordered the same simple breakfast and always left a generous tip. Little by little, Mara learned his story. His wife, Dorothy, had passed away 3 years earlier. His son lived far away and rarely called. His grandson, Marcus, visited once or twice a year, always distracted, always busy. I'm just waiting for the epilogue now, Walter once said quietly. Mara squeezed his hand. Maybe you're starting a new chapter. She began doing small things, saving his newspaper, keeping his booth open during the rush, surprising him with apple pie on his birthday. You remembered, he whispered through tears. His memory slipped. His clothes grew loose. Then one Tuesday, he didn't come. Mara felt the absence instantly. After her shift, she found his address and knocked on his door. Walter answered slowly, pale and embarrassed. I fell, he admitted. I'm just tired. From then on, Mara visited him after work. She brought groceries, helped with prescriptions, read the newspaper aloud when his eyesight failed. Her manager complained about her shorter hours, but she didn't stop. Why do you do this? Walter asked one evening. Because someone should, she replied softly. Because you matter, Slay. 3 weeks later, Walter passed away peacefully in his sleep. Mara learned the news from the hospice nurse. He had listed her as his emergency contact. At his funeral, only a few people attended. Mara, the nurse, and 3 neighbors. Then a young man in an expensive suit rushed in late. I'm Marcus Finch, he said. His grandson. Mara looked at him through grief and quiet anger. Lord, you're looking at everyone, she said. We're all he had. Marcus left without another word. 2 weeks later, he returned to the diner with lawyers. Mara's heart sank. But instead of confrontation, there was something unexpected in Marcus's eyes. Regret. Walter had left Mara his house. But more importantly, he had left a letter for Marcus. Marcus read it aloud in Walter's old booth. In the letter, Walter wrote about Mara, about how she had nothing extra to give, yet gave him what mattered most, her time, her attention, her heart. She remembered my coffee, the letter said. She gave me dignity when I had become invisible. Learn from her. Success means nothing if you're too busy to love. Marcus broke down. 2. I thought making money would make him proud, he whispered. I forgot to just be there. Mara reached across the table. He knew you loved him. He just needed to feel it. Something changed that day. Marcus began visiting the diner not for quick meals, but to sit, listen, and learn people's names. He reduced his work hours. He started volunteering at the local senior center. Together, he and Mara transformed Walter's house into a community gathering place for lonely seniors. They named it Walter's Corner. A year later, the house was full of laughter, conversation, and warmth. At the grand opening anniversary, Marcus asked quietly, "Do you think he knows?" Mara smiled through tears. I think he always knew one act of kindness could change everything. An elderly woman approached Mara holding a coffee cup. How do you take yours, dear? Mara swallowed emotion. 2 sugars. No cream. I'll remember that, the woman said warmly. Everyone deserves to be remembered. And in that moment, Mara understood. We are not remembered by monuments, not by wealth, and by titles. We are remembered in the small things. In the way we notice someone. In the way we remember their coffee. In the way we make them feel seen. Because sometimes, the greatest gift we can give is simply saying without words, you matter. If this story touched your heart, remember to subscribe for kindness and join K for kindness, where we share powerful stories that remind the world that compassion still exists.